Hi everybody, welcome. The Ratrace Seatosummit Scafell Pike event takes place in 2 days time and I am going up and taking part in this event. So I'm creating this video for prospective future runners who are looking to do this event in the future. Some sort of reference, some sort of guide as to what to expect. So if you don't know, the Ratrace Seatosummit series is a series of ultramarathons that takes place at the highest peak in Scotland at Ben Nevis, the highest peak in England at Scafell Pike, and the highest peak over in Wales at Snowdon. But they start at sea level and take it in anywhere from 29 to 33 miles on each of these events. Lots of ascent, as you would expect in ultramarathon, climbing over mountains, so they are very, very challenging. Now, I have already taken part in the first of these events at Ben Nevis, and the Scafell Pike one is next in 2 days. So this is the introduction to that video. Now, when we was at Ben Nevis, the climate, the temperature, the weather was spectacular. In fact, it was too spectacular. It was hot. 23 degrees going up a mountain, you burning through your water, you burning through your energy. It's really hard work. But as we go into the Scafell Pike event, we are looking at a very different picture altogether. The Lake District has quite famously bad weather, and I don't think it's necessarily going to disappoint us. Looking at the weather forecast just 2 days out, it's looking to be a little bit damper than it was at Ben Nevis. So I'm going to have to take a few extra precautions in terms of thermal wear and waterproofs and various things that you might take up with you to the top of a very cold place. In addition to this, I have to look at this event a little bit more conservatively than I did the Ben Nevis one, and that's primarily because just 2 weeks after this ultramarathon, there is the third and final one at Snowdon. Now, any injury or niggle, however small, picked up at this event might inhibit your ability to take in the last one. It might rule out the last one entirely. So I'm going into this one with preservation as a priority. That might mean just taking my time at certain locations. I know that the top of Scafell Pike is a little uneven, a little rocky, and if you try to run in those types of scenarios, you are just asking for a rolled ankle or a busted knee. So I'm being very, very careful on that front. With regards to the run itself, it has a very similar profile to the Ben Nevis run. It's a half marathon out, then there's the mountain chunk, and roughly a half marathon back as well, travelling up the left side of Wastwater and back down the right side of Wastwater, finishing at Seascale where we begin. So there's not much else to tell other than that this video is intended and designed for people that are considering this race a little bit down the line. It will give you some reference as to what to expect. Apart from that, please sit back and enjoy the journey. Right, I'm going to hand over to myself, who is at the start line up in Seascale. Hi everybody, welcome. I am at Seascale today to take part in the Ratrace Seatosummit Scafell Pike Ultra Marathon. This is the second ultramarathon in this series of races. And the third is only 2 weeks away, so this one is going to be a very careful ultramarathon for me. 33 miles, 6,000 feet of ascent. The weather is looking very changeable. It's looking like it's going to be raining at some point, maybe about 9-10 o'clock. The waterproofs will go on and they probably won't come off. The weather is quite cool, so the base layers and everything are on already. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in, getting those miles done, and most certainly finishing. And Wales. Let's go. Right. And that is the start of Ratrace Seatosummit Scafell Pike. 33 miles to go. Okay, so starting off on sand, but turns to road soon. So okay, check out this sunrise. Oh, it looks amazing. First mile done, heading inland now towards the rising sun. This is where I need to settle into my plod pace.
a pace I can sustain without my heart rate going too high or getting out of breath, so I can still talk, mainly to you guys, but also so I can survive. Okay, so that is 4 miles in. It's mostly road at the moment. I can tell I've not got my road running shoes on. Okay, so 5 miles. The mountains are all starting to come into sight now, and it's quite clear. It's actually a nice day. Okay, pit stop, exactly 6.5. Okay, so all week it's been saying we're getting rained on today. Weather is suspiciously calm. I don't want to jinx it, but I just want this weather to hold. It's fuel time. Oh yeah, fantastics. Now if Haribo would like to sponsor me, please get in touch. I will feature your sweeties in all of my videos should you give me a never-ending supply of Haribo sweets. So, just approaching 11 miles and we are now running alongside Wastwater. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Look at that. Oh, this is why I come out on adventures like this. Okay, so we're in the proper valley now and it's bloody beautiful. Okay, so just past 11 miles and I guess that's a third done. 1/3, just 2/3 to go, and that's most of that. Can you see that? Because we're going up here and then we're going back that way. This first 12 miles has been super efficient, right? Not even 2 hours yet. It took a lot longer than this at the previous run at Ben Nevis because there was lots of technical bits that just took that extra time. A quick check of the map and I'm pretty sure that's our guy. That's Scafell. It looks clear at the top. So pit stop 2. Here we are. So pit stop 2. I've chosen a coffee. Yeah, I just felt like having a coffee. Something warm at the moment. Now, this pit stop is the one at the very bottom of the mountain, which means there's no more pit stops back until pit stop 1 again. Oosh. So taking just a second to drink my coffee, checking on a few people on the map, and then we're going to start going uphill. I vaguely remember this. Where's all the water gone? We're going up the general Scafell Pike ascent track, the sort of tourist track if you will. And on this track we expect to see 2 types of people. Your hikers, the sort of slow moving traffic that stops every 10 seconds to take a picture on the phone, and the 3 peaks challengers, the ones that are up against the clock to get up and get down as fast as possible, normally all wearing the same colour t-shirt. And now throw in 600, 700 rat races, you know, completes the set really. Of all of these mountains in this series, this is the one I've done the least, and I definitely came up closer to that stream on that path down there as part of the 3 peaks challenge. It was the only one I did in the light. This is where it starts to get a bit grim, right? Where running becomes impossible and really steep, and you've not ascended enough to see the light at the end of the tunnel yet, because I can't see the end of the tunnel. Oh, this last bit has been grim. Sweat is now coming out of me faster than fluid is going in. I feel hungry, and the top is nowhere in sight. Between us and the sea is a wall of rain. Uh-oh. Haribo, just saying, come on. You could be the official Haribo sponsor of Martin Boyce. I think that rain is going to beat me to the top of this mountain. We've got to be approaching the top. This is really steep, and the rain, I can feel it spotting on me now. I'll make the most of the views while I've got them, because we're about to get plunged into rainy cloud. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Okay, we are surrounded by rain, and I don't know how we're not being pissed on. See that? That is the top of Scafell Pike. I could not be more happy to see it, because I've got to it before the torrential rain that I can see all around me. This is the one at the bloody top of the thing. Yes! Let's get out of here. We're at the top and it's raining as expected. Just turned around at the top and the rain has started and the temperature has dropped really quickly, and you can't get down quick because of all the bloody stupid rocks. So just put waterproofs on, gloves on, and covered my ears. It's gone really cold really quickly, but we're descending again, so hopefully get warmer. Okay. Quite a treacherous descent. Not necessarily enjoying this bit. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just oh my god. Okay guys, this bit, oh my god, this is what we're dealing with today. Okay. There's a cameraman here, so I they look good for him. This bit has been a bit scary. A bit awkward, maybe more than scary. Just difficult and slippy. Everything's got a greenness to it that awakes when it rains. Shit. Oh, you can't say that bit's boring, that's for sure. Okay, so we're not done yet. There's still a bit more. So it's leveled out a little bit here after what feels like an eternity of really steep, loose underfoot climb. And now just looks like desolate wasteland. We are now descending below the cloud for the first time in 2 hours. It feels like 2 hours, probably not. And it is a very moody landscape. I think there's wax water that we came down earlier. Okay, so I thought Scafell back there was the last bit of ascent, and it'd all be I'd be riding a freaking unicorn all the way back down to Seascale, but no, got to go over that. Okay, this bit is evil. I thought I was done with ascent. We're approaching the amount that it claims to be, 5,600. There's loads more. Okay, this bit is absolutely grim. There's like literally nothing left in my legs. We're still going up and up and up. We're above the cloud again. Just that little pocket there that we can see through. And there's still loads to go. 21 miles in. That means 12 left. Remember, it's all about having fun, enjoying what you do, no matter what, right? Fuck's sake. Oh god, there's a big cliff there. I'm running with my eyes half shut. But we are on the final descent now. Down to single digits, albeit in the 9 still. Hopefully it'll level out and my knees can stop hurting. So ordinarily, where most people would be happy with going downhill, I get terrible knee pains with it. So my downhills are every bit as horrible as my uphills. Okay, last 3 hours have been really horrendous. Just descended what felt like forever and eventually got to the roads again. Last pit stop done, we're just past 26.2, so we're in ultra marathon territory now. Okay, so past 29 miles now, that makes it officially longer than the Ben Nevis run. How am I feeling? Thanks for asking. I'm not doing great. Knees are in tatters, but there's only a little bit longer than a part run left. I can do that. I can hear the sea. There's a very nice sound to hear. I cannot express how much I want to cross that finish line now. This has been a tough day. I can't even express how tough it's been. Only 600 summit people will know how tough this is. See? I see the sea. Look, there it is. Come on then, finish this. So, just gone past 33 miles, thanks Ratrace. I am finishing this right now. Finish strong, always.
And he did it all himself.
Wow, that was the Ratrace seatosummit Scafell Pike Ultra Marathon. Now, let's just get straight into it. That was a hard race, really flipping hard. Every person that started at that beach that day and got back to the finish will understand just how tough that is. The first 14 miles goes by quite quickly because it's on road. It's a bit difficult in your off-road shoes, but you get to the base of Scafell pretty quickly. Everything after that is a lot of hard work. Getting to the top of Scafell isn't where the work ends either. You come down and have to go up the adjacent mountain. So you get to Scafell Pike, you have to go down, up that massive gully, and there's loads more ascent, descent, etc. And you take in Scafell itself and then another mountain further down. And it's grim. Certainly when some of the weather conditions start to change negatively, and that rain that started at the top lashed at me all the way until I descended below the clouds, and it was hard at that point. It was basically just had to get my head down and keep going. The organising side of this are fantastic, right? The checkpoints are good, the marshals are good, the photographers are good. There's loads of really positive things to come out of this race from Ratrace. The only criticism I could really sort of throw in there is that because of the technical nature of the middle chunk that is really time consuming, the slower people, the people that have to walk it, they are looking at potentially not getting to the cutoffs. And it was made a little bit harder at this event because they had to change the route last minute and added extra miles, and the cutoffs had not been adjusted to that adjustment, if that makes sense. So there were people that might have got to the cutoffs if they hadn't done the extra miles, and that feels a bit harsh. And I think because of the technical nature and the length of this event, it goes into the night for a lot of people. It goes into the dark, and the only way round that really is to either take out some of the complicated bits or to move the event into a sort of earlier in the year when the daylight hours are longer. Apart from that, the race was really well run. The people at Ratrace always put on a great event, and I was humbled to be a part of this one. If you are a potential person that is considering going into this event, please just do your calculations wisely. add on time that you're going to be bogged down in the difficult bits. There's scrambles and scree and lots of other things that will slow you right down. For about 8 miles, it is really tough. So yes, just factor that in. It was 33.5 miles in the end and 6,754 feet on my tracking. So the numbers you get told when you sign up are not necessarily the numbers you do when you go and do it. Just bear that in mind, okay? So, thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. I hope to see some of you at the Snowdon event. If you could just give the channel a subscribe, there's a little button down here that it just helps me, motivate me to make further content. And I will see the rest of you in my next video soon. All right, Mart out.